Smoke Something Podcast. What up? What's good? Yeah, man, what up, YouTube? What up, IG? It's your boy, Gary Gnizzle, on the Gary Gnu Show. Yeah. Come on. What up, y'all? Just giving people a chance to come on in, man. Word. By the way, I want to thank everybody that's been following and subscribing, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. I was trying to let this storm blow over. It's storming right now in Trenton. You know what I mean? So you know how it is, man. I'm old school, man. You know, once it start raining, man, I got to shut shit down. You know what I mean? Got to turn off them lights and turn off them TVs and all that shit, man, when it start lightning and shit. That's all, man. But what's good, everybody? Want to welcome everybody to the Gary Gnu Show. Yes, I am back for another one, man. You know, it's almost we coming up on September. Coming on September real quick, man. Real quick, yo. Shout out to my man T Nitty on the moderation. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, Gary Gnu Show, once again. Salute, 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 salute. So as I was saying, I was trying to let this storm blow over. You know? And yeah, hope everybody's having a good week and a blessed week. You know, I want to give a special shout out to my Nana KB, who's fighting for her life right now. And I want her to know I love her dearly. I don't want her to go, but if it's her time, it's her time. Also want to give a rest in peace to my man Shu. Rest in peace, salute to you, bro. My man Marvin Halls. Shu. I used to call him Shubiak. You know what I mean? But he died in an accident, man, car accident. And I would have never expected to get that call from my boy Ski Daddy. Shout out to my boy Ski Daddy. I was just talking to him earlier. Never would have expected to get that call, man, you know. In the midst of so many deaths and sad events happening among us, man, I hope that we are all holding on to our loved ones. Holding on to our loved ones, man, the people that love us the most. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them. Hug them. You know what I mean? If you got somebody that y'all been having some disagreements or something, man, we'll try to mend that friendship, try to mend that, re-mend that bond, you know what I mean? Because life is short. Life is short. So, you know, rest in peace to my man Shu, man. He was one of my college homies from Morgan State, you know. Met a lot of people, man, at that school, man. You know, Morgan State is an important part of my journey, man. And he was one of those guys that definitely used to rock with, man, back in the day, man. So sad news to hear, man. You know. So, like I said, man, I hope everybody's having a blessed week, man. You know, I'm doing my best to, you know, just maintain, man. You know, keep my head above. You know, keep my composure, but you know, just go to see my Nana every day and just keeping it moving like that, man. So I don't want to keep, you know, with the sad business, man. You know, I guess I'll get right to it, man. So yeah, you know, tonight's show, you know, we don't have a guest. You know, it's just me. It's just me. So shout out to Gary, you know. And in the midst of me receiving bad news, I also received some good news the other day that made me kind of happy. And that was from one of my favorite rap groups of all time. You know what I mean? De La Soul. The Plugs. Plug 1, Plug 2, Plug 3. You know? And the other day on the IG Live, they spoke of their acquiring of their masters, or soon to be acquiring of their masters. But you know, I don't know if the ink is still dry and all that. But I know they said in the months to come, I believe in November, they're gonna drop their masters, man. So people would now get a chance to have access to De La Soul's catalog. I've been noticing, man, for the past few years, man, at least the last 5 years, I haven't been able to get any De La Soul's music and shit. You know, via my you know, normal platform, which is really Apple Music. I don't mess with Spotify and what's the other one? I can't think of right now, man. But yeah, man, Apple Music is the only platform that I rock with. So yeah, man. I'm not able to get much, just the stuff that they released later on. But you know, when you think of De La Soul, if you a fan, you're thinking of 3 Feet High and Rising, that album. You're thinking about De La Soul is Dead, albums like that. Stakes is High, you know what I mean? Albums like that, man. We haven't had access to for a long time, so I'm glad for those brothers. So. Shout out to De La Soul. Shout out to De La Soul for that, man. You know, shout out to everybody following and everybody listening right now, man. You know, like I said, T Nitty on the chat. And yeah, man, De La Soul is one of my favorite rap groups growing up. So to know that these guys have been struggling with their label for the past, I don't know, 30 years. I mean, they came out in '88 on Tommy Boy, Me, Myself, and I. So yeah, that's a long time. 88 to now. It's a long time. So shout out to those brothers, man, for finally getting that done, man. I think it's with a company called Reservoir Media or something like that. You know what I mean? And they thanked a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? They thank Nas. They thank Talib Kweli. They thanked Jay-Z for their support, man. I mean, because they had a big campaign. I don't know if y'all remember that. They had a big campaign against their label, man. Maybe a couple. I believe it was during the pandemic. They were on Drink Champs and everything. It was early 2020 when this news that came out that they were going through that label battle with Tommy Boy. So, but yeah, man, they've been one of my favorite rap groups for a long time, man. You know, I really a lot of memories. I wouldn't say my childhood, but you know, my formative years, teenage, college years, late high school years. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. De La Soul's albums, man. Just their style, their whole aesthetic, everything about those guys. They was different. They were a different kind of group. You know what I mean? So. Loud cats like me who was on some other shit. I was on some different shit. I ain't want to be like everybody else. I ain't want to fit in like everybody else. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to House Flares. Salute. Across the pond over there. Australia. Shout out to Food True that just joined. Food True 1124. Salute, man. Just talking about this De La Soul joint. You know how these guys have their masters now, so now we'll be able to get a chance to listen to their shit. You know what I mean? De La Soul is one of my favorite groups, like I was saying, man. Mama Coco, salute Mama Coco. Love, Queen, salute, Queen. Much love to you. Word. Word up. Shout out, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Leave a comment. Word up. Shout out to my cousin Dez. The whole crew over there. Shonda. Word up. My Aunt Patsy. Uncle Bruce. You already. Shout out to my man Shiz. We riding in the Great Cycle Challenge. Yeah, Mama Coco, what's good? What's good? Yeah. Big up. But yeah, he's talking about De La, man. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers. They not the only group. To go through that shit, man. A lot of rappers, man. Biz Marquee is he went through a major lawsuit behind a record that he sampled. I forget the name of the song, but it was off of his album, I Need a Haircut. You know what I mean? I like this joint right here. Yeah, Bismarck went through that lawsuit, man, with his label, man, over that. I forget the name of the record, but it was like $1 million lawsuit, man. They had to pull that album off the shelves because they were forced to remove the song from the album. So you know, by the time everything cleared, you know, it was already pressed. The record was already pressed. Shout out to Tammy Lee who just joined. Salute, man. Word, what's good, Tammy Lee? Word up. Shout out, man, to all my loyal people, man. Shout out, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love to take time out to listen to your boy, you know. So, yeah, man, the Biz, man. So he was forced to do a whole nother, you know, he was forced to go into DJing because of that. But even now, like, I was just telling T Nitty, man, if you go on Apple Music, you can't find much Biz Marquee music. You can't find the Diabolical Biz. You can't find the joint. What was the joint called with the Vapors? You can't find those albums on Apple Music. All you can get are like greatest hits now, and that's crazy, man. That's crazy, you know. So Cold Chillin', that was his record label. So yeah, that was a major blow to his career because he didn't really put out a record since that time. But you can't really find his music right now on Apple Music, man. And like T Nitty was saying, a lot of our forefathers, you know what I mean, don't get the respect and don't get the props due and don't get the mentions and the accolades needed. You know, like somebody like Kool Herc, like, oh, matter of fact, happy birthday to hip hop. Shout out to T Nitty that just joined on IG. Yeah, man, today is hip hop's birthday, man. Hip hop is 48 years old. Did him dirty. You talking about Biz Marquee, Mama Coco? Yeah, man. Today is hip hop's birthday, man. So shout out to hip hop. You know what I mean? August 11th, 1973. Sedgwick Ave in the Bronx. Up in the Bronx where the people are fresh. Shout out to the BX. Shout out to my man Big Mo from the BX. Word. Shout out to my peoples, man, in the BX, man. Yeah, man. Our forefathers, man, they didn't get a lot of they don't have the money that rappers of today have. You know what I mean? These guys today, man, come out all iced out and, you know what I mean, grilled up and, you know what I mean, all shiny. You know, speaking of that, man, you know what I mean, why is it almost a week later we're still talking about the Locks and Dipset battle, man? Oh my gosh. I had a chance to watch that shit over the weekend. Who watched that shit again, man? Leave a comment or something if you watched that Jadakiss battle again, man. Yeah, I said Jadakiss battle. It was the Locks and Dipset, man. We're still talking about it, man. The memes are still crazy. Yeah, I watched it over the weekend, and man, it was a slaughter. This time, you got a chance to pick out different incidents that you didn't see happen when you watched it the first time, like Cameron kicking Styles P. That looked serious. You know what I mean? Just little stuff like that. But yeah, man, since then, Jadakiss, man, Jadakiss price is going up, man. Word. Prices went up, man. Jadakiss, I Googled it, man. His streams went up 200%. All his projects are in the top 200 music charts, you know what I mean? So that was a good look for Jadakiss. That was a good look for the whole brand, a good look for the Locks. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, I know a lot of Dipset fans are disappointed, man, and the most out of everybody, Cam. Because watching that battle again, I was talking about it with Ski earlier. You could see in Cam's face, he could feel it. You could see it, that he was feeling that L. He was in his feelings. He was definitely in his feelings, man. You know, but it was a historic moment for hip hop. These guys are going on tour, so yeah, blessings to those guys, man. They're going on tour in the fall, so you know, the Dipset did kind of fuck up that tour, though. They might have fucked up the bag, honestly. You know, I don't know how they looking in these. Well, you know they looking crazy in these streets right now, because like I said, everybody got a chance to pick it apart and break it down on their own time. You know, so. Word. So, you know, I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know, I ain't really, you know, Dipset of my guys, but I knew Locks had that. I knew Locks had to win. They too strong, man. They too strong. They just showed the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the family. They showed all that. They showed you hip hop versus. I saw a dope meme earlier. It broke it down. It said it was hip hop, you know, versus whack versus rap. You know what I mean? Locks was representing hip hop, all elements of hip hop. You know what I mean? The DJing, MCing, you know, they had workout gear. They came to work out, and they were serious, and you could see it in their eyes, man. So, Locks for the win, y'all. But as far as top 5 albums for Jadakiss, Ignatius, his last solo album. It grew on me, but you know, when I go back and play it, it definitely it has value. It was an album that was dedicated to his manager, I believe, Ignatius. So that was a grown man project, real serious. Jadakiss, vulnerable Jadakiss, you know. So. Because I was saying last week about him not having a real top 5 album, but I would say Ignatius is a real good one. You know what I mean? So salute to him for that. You know, I don't know what y'all listening to about now, but I can definitely tell y'all Nas, King Disease 2. Overall, I think it was a dope project. Him and Hit Boy got together again, and created another masterpiece. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to say which one I like better. They both exist in their own, you know, space of dopeness, you know what I mean? But songs like Death Row East, you know what I mean? I like that joint Rare, Store Run, the joint with Lauryn Hill, you know what I mean? Brunch on Sundays, like that one. Got a lot of joints. It's a real grown man album for Nas, you know what I mean? Lately, Nas, I like the way Nas been moving lately. You know, Nas ain't been on no, well, he never been on no goofy shit, man. And I was just saying, was mentioning goofy shit because of the goofy shit that Dipset was on last week, man. But yeah, King Disease 2, like that. Nas did his thing with that. So shout out to Nas and Hit Boy. I believe it's like the #1 album right now, at least on the hip hop charts. You know, pretty solid. I would suggest y'all go out to get that. But on the underground side, we got a guy by the name of Romestreetz. Romestreetz, man, y'all should check him out, man. Word up. He's got an album out right now called Razor's Edge. And yeah, man, Romestreetz and Future Wave. Romestreetz, man, you'll hear him. I'm sorry, damn, I'm getting all twisted. You've heard him rhyme with Griselda. You've heard him rhyme on Conway joints. You know, different joints sprinkle here and there within that camp. Rock Mars, you know what I mean? All those guys. Stove God, you know what I'm saying? By the way, speaking of Rock Mars, Flea Lord, him and Flea Lord got an album that's coming out, man. This Friday. I can't wait to hear it, man. But y'all gotta check that out, man. Romestreetz is called Razor's Edge. He got a joint on there called Sage or Gunsmoke. You know what I mean? Bible or the Rifle. Like that, man. 9 for Judas. You know what I'm saying? 9 for a Judas. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pretty dope, man. His artwork kind of reminds you of Flea Lord artwork. But like I said, he's in that camp with those guys, man. So, you know. But yeah, check that out, man. It's definitely a dope project, man. So, you know. Well, other than that, man, you know, what's going on with y'all, man? Talk to me out there. Talk to me. You know what I mean? T. Diddy said Nas the GOAT. Yeah. To last all these years, to last all this time, for us to hear Nas in 91 on Live at the Barbecue with the Main Source, to 2021, here we are. We still, Nas dropped the, you know what I mean? He just dropped that fresh album, fresh rhymes, fresh beats. So you got to give it up to Nas, man, for his longevity. It's all about music that you could, that with value, music that you can play back and listen to years later, you know. And I think that's another thing where Dipset, that's where they fall short, man. Their music, like, you know, a lot, Jaden could say, it didn't age well. A lot of their stuff didn't age well, you know. They got some joints, they got some hits, but a lot of their stuff ain't really aged well. You know what I mean? They're a different kind of group. You know, they're not even a group, really. It was just three guys going after the bag versus a group of guys. You know what I mean? The Lox is like the, you know what I mean, the new age Run DMC. You know what I mean? They're the last of a dying breed as far as rap groups. You know, you still got Wu-Tang. You still got guys like that around. Smith & Wesson still making music. So for the Lox to still be around, that's huge. That's a big accomplishment, man. And for Nas to still be around, that's big for them, making the money moves that he's making. And yeah, I feel like these guys are just getting started, you know. Hip hop for them was just a small fraction. That was just an introduction, because now you're getting to see rappers from the 90s era turn into businessmen. You know, even though a lot of our forefathers before them aren't fortunate enough to do the same thing. The 90s started to get money shit. 90s started that get the bag shit. Because before that, rappers weren't getting paid like that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about hip hop in 1973. Sedgwick Ave in the Bronx. You know what I mean? With Kool Herc. Wasn't no $1 million contracts. Shit like that going on. You know, maybe when Rapper's Delight came around, you know, rap started to get business. But during that time when Rapper's Delight came out, that was like the end of the disco era. Disco's ending, so you know, the Rapper's Delight cast still has like a disco beat feel to it. Yeah. Yeah, man, so it is what it is, man. I just want to come on and talk to the people, man. So I want to thank y'all for watching tonight, man. Don't forget to click that like button while you're here, man. Leave a comment. Continue to watch, man. We definitely got guests coming up, y'all. Know what I mean? But, you know, just wanted you guys to look at my handsome face tonight. You know what I mean? So Gary Gnu is signing off, y'all. Peace.